Good? No.
Yeah, no, we good. Yeah, it should be fine. I'm gonna put something in front of it.
What about this?
I think I gotta put something in front of it. I don't want to show them that. That's hilarious.
I know.
The hand sanitizer. I can lick about it. I'm gonna put this right here. Yeah. You wanna play some cards?
Okay.
What's going on, y'all? When y'all come in, make sure y'all hit the like button. We can continue having the conversation. You know, man. Long as there ain't nothing crazy. Yeah. In the celebration. About to get monetized, waiting for my joint to come in. I mean, when y'all come in, make sure you hit the like button. Share this. Oh man. What's going on? Man, it took a video. I got a video. Damn, my collar fur. I got a video that says 65,000 views. That's my most watched video. I'm proud of it. If you ain't go see it yet, it's a Boosie Live video. You can go check that out. I might leave a link in the description. I might not, but that's a big part of the reason why I'm getting monetized. I had how much I had? I had 1,000 subscribers. I was waiting so long for the 4,000 watch hours. That's what I tell people all the time. People always worry about the subscribers. Yeah, the subscribers take some time, but getting 4,000 watch hours is what takes the majority of the time for it.
I don't want to be in your
You don't. No. Gotta play some 5,000s. That's the ice cream. Oh, that's new. Oh, that's ice cream.
Yes. You ever had these cookies?
What it was? What is it?
I'm gonna put it up there.
Oh, I see it. It begin with a B, like biscuit or bicycle.
Yeah, Lotus biscuits. That's so cool.
We got them in Dollar Tree.
Oh, y'all do? Oh, I could go down and get it for $1.
Yeah, I think it's like that, and I think it's 4 of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
They sneak
so
little
good.
stuff in like that sometimes.
Good. Yeah.
When y'all come in, make sure y'all hit the like button. Yeah, my channel got 3,850 watch hours. I needed 4,000.
1 month, for a month.
For period. I need to start making money off of there. So I only need 140 more for real.
Okay.
Which I probably get within the next week.
You gotta be on there more.
So as soon as I get that, boom. That's when I'm able to add ads on my video. I'm able to put like my t-shirt link under my video for people to go get the t-shirts and all that type of stuff.
Where can you get them at now?
You can get them on Teespring. Teespring/lucrative. And my t-shirts will pop up. We got 3 different qualities. We got all different type of sizes and colors and all that type of good stuff. Hoodies, men, women, tank tops.
And then what did they say? This lucrative?
Yeah, they say lucrative on it.
Okay.
The male ones say mind over matter on the back.
Oh, okay.
And we got YouTube pillows.
So why you don't have them already? So that when you introduce and meet people, we can sell them like that.
Right now I got them prepaid, so it's by order. Okay. You buy one, you get one. Yeah. But if I was in Baltimore, where I'm from, Baltimore, if I was in Baltimore, I can go to a printer shop. We can get everything made for about $6-7 with the t-shirt. And I can sell them for $20 all day. I've done it before.
Right, because like I said, so I got to do is go buy the machine.
Yeah.
And then you can go to like places like Joann's or something like that. When they be having the t-shirts like 4 for $10 and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And then get your
online I can get it for $1.80.
Oh.
$1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like I was involved in a company a couple years ago, And I didn't know the profit margin was like that until he showed me. He was like, yo, I'm getting this. He's like, in a hoodie. He's like, I'm getting this hoodie for $6. We selling the hoodie was $6. The
$30.
material, yeah, exactly. The material to put it on, it took us like 85 cents. So $6.80 and we selling for $35.
When I remember I told you the beauty salon there where I got my hair done at? The shirts, I have those shirts upstairs. I'm for God. Hashtag I'm for God. I'm getting my hair done. The guy come in, literally make the shirts in my face. And she's like, you want some more? You want some different colors? We got some new shirts today. But they just make them and like
Distributed, yep.
right there. People coming in, oh, I need 5 more, I need 6 more, I need this and that. And man just pressing them. I said, look at this stuff. Easy.
And you know, one of them the good thing about down here is that I learned some of them stores is $6.50 a month for rent.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's good, right? That means you only gotta make
You know why it's good? Because for one hairstyle,
exactly.
130, 140.
You gonna make that in less than a week. So I'm thinking like, so I know a booth in a mall is like nothing. Cause I know
that's why everybody
our
always
cousin,
going to the mall.
you know, our cousin had a booth. She had a booth there.
Who? What you're saying?
Yep.
No, she got one at the airport.
And now she got it at the airport. So I mean, that's money. I met a girl who was starting a restaurant at the airport, and she came to Dollar Tree to come buy balloons and all this type of stuff. And I was like, hold on, what you say? She was like, yeah, I'm opening up a restaurant. I was like, how you doing? My name's Sally.
Right?
It's like, yeah, what's going on, man? Like, you getting that money. You open up a store there. You know,
You gotta
especially.
have what people want. That's all.
Yeah.
And then by you saying you have the T-shirts, you gotta make sure your audience understand the meaning behind the T-shirt, so that way they'll want to go buy it and tell their friends to buy it. You can't just have a T-shirt out there. Read this. You can't just have it out there. Okay, it says lucrative, mind over matter. But what does that mean, mind over matter? Why is that important? Because that's Sam been out there for years, but why do you?
Why is it important to me?
Yeah. So and once people know that, then they're gonna be like, man, you gotta buy this shirt. Because you know, my nephew, that's what it's about. You know,
it's a strong story behind mind over matter. And I don't know, it was you. Because the dude that cut our hair the other day, right?
Oh, okay.
He said that in there for real. And he was like, yeah, that's a strong man. I said, that's one of my favorite phrases. The last time I was in jail, I was at the top bunk because the lower bunkie, he was in a wheelchair.
Oh, man.
Okay. Yeah, so I got on, like the police shot him up and all that. So I got on the top, and every night before I went to sleep, somebody with a lighter wrote mind over matter. That was the first time I've ever seen that for real. And that was in 2012 or 2013. That was the first time I ever seen it. I was like, Dad, that means so. So I asked the older dude, I'm like, what did that mean for real? He was like, how you know? He's like, how you know that? I was like, yo, it says that about my thing. He's like, for real? Now look, this is the other funny thing for real. I took heed to it. I liked it, and it sparked something in my brain, right? But the other people that's around my age, they looked at it and they like, man, what the f is that for real? Mind over matter, God of him. Like, okay.
You took it and ran with it. So
I took it and was like, okay, yeah, this is like my homeboy got it tatted on his hand for real, mind over matter for real. Like, you gotta stay strong.
Yep.
Stay strong mentally. You gotta be strong mentally, physically. This stuff that's going on with this virus and all that, you can't say the C word on here for real.
Okay.
And with the virus and the sickness, man, it got people going crazy. Because people not used to being in the house.
And just like they said, divorce rates are going up, and people going to be having a lot of babies in December and January.
Yep.
Divorce rates going up because people not used to being with each other that long
right.
for that period of time. You know, people not. Oh, I got to look at my husband every day, all day. No, you don't have to look at your husband. Your husband don't have to look at you. You find a hobby. Do something else. Get out of his face, because I know he don't want you in his face.
Right.
You know, so go do something else. Well, you wouldn't be in his face when you at work for 10 hours.
Exactly, right.
So for 10 hours, go do something else. But they don't want to do that. So there's a lot of arguments and stuff. If you notice, they have a lot of
oh, this how you live when I'm not in here?
there's a lot of ads and stuff coming up talking about domestic violence, child abuse, because they know
dating apps.
yes,
I say ads for dating apps, bro.
This stuff is getting getting to people, and it's like, okay, we gotta make sure people understand we're doing this for their safety, and at the same time we just need you to bear with us and be patient with us and keep yourself strong and your family strong and make sure they understand why we're doing this. You know, we want to keep everybody alive. At the end of this, we want the bare minimal amount of people that we have to spare. We don't want nobody to go,
Right.
but unfortunately, some
Somewhere.
people have to be in contact with other people, such as the first responders. You got the nurses. I have a nurse today that work. She volunteered with us at the USO, and they were saying that, you know, pray for her because she have to be at the hospital every day now. Now she's working full time because they need help at the hospital, but she's an elderly woman at that. So I'm like, you know,
No.
I feel so sorry for her because I'm like, she be barely getting around in the USO. You out here full time working with these people. That's
No.
all you need is a little smidget of something to get you a setback. I'm like,
That's not fair. I mean, and then I know what they're gonna do. They basically fire you if you turn it down, you know.
But the thing is,
Say
too,
that.
you gotta understand, she wouldn't be there if she didn't have the money. If she didn't need money. Think about
Right.
it.
Yeah, of course.
So,
And then look, I think that's another capitalist thing too. They're gonna prey on you needing the money. Right? It's a lot of different ways. Like once you get a certain age, like they never say, like how we was talking about Ash and we was talking about, you know, retirement and hopefully she be able to, you know, retire at a decent age. But like people in that business don't usually, you know, they don't retire when they 50, 51, you know.
it's about age.
They like, oh, okay, no. You can still teach or you can still lead if you 60. Like, no, who says I want to?
Right.
Why can't you just give me my retirement? But yet it's other places like, see, that's why I'm big on always still having your own business. No matter what you do, for real. You gotta have something else to fall back on or be around some people that have something going on that would be willing to let you in if anything go wrong.
Right.
Because if you around people like that, for real, 9 times out of 10, you'll never be jobless.
True. At the same time, but you got to have it in yourself to want more and want to do something besides whatever it is you're doing. Because you could be around all types of people. But if them people have never pulled you into their world, what good is it?
But usually, if you're around them, you understand a little bit. Especially, people don't really understand it till they see success.
Well, that's true. Yeah, they want the bottom line.
When they see you struggling and all that, they're like, why is he doing that? Why don't you just get a job? When they see you with $100,000, they like,
How did he get there?
how you do that?
Oh,
We was just on the same
I
level.
thought he was just out there playing around.
Look, we was on the same level, but see, the difference is when I get paid, I get paid. I don't get paid by hour. I get paid by contract, by, you know. So I might be doing a little, you know, $100 job a day, $200 a job a day, and then 3 months later, somebody like, hey, I got a building I'm working on. I need you and your crew to come. Would you do it for 150 grand? I can give you 50 up front. And then you do it, and you do that job within a month, and you made 100 to put in your pocket in a month, and you paying your people with the 50. And everybody
You
happy.
take it,
Reinvest it.
There you go. You don't go spend it.
No.
You invest.
Nope. You invest that right back, because once you get 100, you ain't never supposed to go back. You ain't never supposed to go back broke after you get 100. That's why people do it all the time. They say you're gonna get a time in your life where you're gonna have 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, something all at one abundant one time. You know, even if you're not a hustler, buy not luck, but by like chance of you just being alive for a period of time, you're gonna get a lump sum of money out of some. I forgot. It's like it's some type of odd that you're gonna get it, right? So it might be 3,000. If you really know what to do with $3,000,
That's a lot.
then it'll be a lot. It'll be a lot.
You can't go out there and spend it frivolously. You can't go out there and be like, oh, let me go treat my homies. We're gonna go out. We're gonna go to the Ravens game tonight. Well, that's gone.
That's gone.
That's gone. You can't do that.
Well, at least a stack of it gone.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to be smart about all the things you do in life, and that's why I'm good at, like, I'm big on to-do lists. Write your list down, do what you got to do, and cross them off. Because when you cross off your accomplishment, it makes you feel
Feel
good.
good.
I don't care if you say this week I want to save $20. Once you save that 20, you cross off like, oh yeah, yeah. Now I gotta go next week. Next week I say 40. You know what I'm saying? It's like something inside of you spark, and it's like that fire get lit, and then you just turn it up. No gas stoves. Well, what is it? Not the gas stoves. What's some stoves they use in Baltimore? Is it gas?
Yeah, gas.
Okay, gas in Baltimore. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you like the floor flame or whatever. Whew, yeah.
It's like it's. I think one of the best feelings is self accomplishment. It's like a self accomplishment. Like other people telling you, if you hold yourself to a high standard, even when other people tell you you're doing good, you still, if you don't think you did good, then because you only know your plan. Nobody else don't know your plan. When stuff come to fruition for me, a lot of times, I'll be past it. Because I'm like, yo, I planned to do this 2 years ago. I'm just getting there. Everybody like, yo, that's what's up. You got this and that. I'm like, thank y'all. Then I go in the house and I'm like, I'm so far behind what I'm, but that's what keeps driving me,
But that's why you have to do things for yourself and don't do things for other people. When you do it for yourself, you feel better, like you said, self-accomplishment. You feel better, even though, okay, you said in your mind, your accomplishment should have been done 2 years ago. It happened 2 years later. But is it still bad that it happened 2 years later? It's still good in the sense that you still continue to work towards that goal.
Right. You
never
stop.
You never
stop.
Yeah, because it didn't happen when you wanted it to happen. You didn't give up. You continue to work towards it. And that's all that matters. Perseverance. You gotta keep going at it. No matter what come your way, you gotta keep going at it. So,
and but see, only the people that really aren't into it are the ones that really quit. They quit. Or the only way I say it's respectable to slow down or change your mind and something like that. If you just get children and you like, damn, I gotta provide for them. But then I got a homeboy who one of my partners who quit his job. When I quit my job, he was right next in line to quit, and he was getting paid close to 6 figures. He had a mortgage, he got a wife, and he got 2 children. And he's 2 years younger than me. He got a nice house, all that for real. He's taking care of all that off of ambition, finding gigs, closing other people's deals. He'd do a middleman deal on the house, get paid the middle part, boom. Now you got $17,000 in your pocket.
Right.
Now, but you don't got $17,000 in your pocket because you got to pay taxes as soon as you do a deal like that. Yeah. Because if you do 3 of them in 1 year, they're gonna want all that money at the end of the year. You gotta pay taxes. So let's say out of 17, you got 13.5 or something like that for real. Boom. Now you gotta take it. You gotta pay your bills up because something else might not happen for another 2-3 months, and you might have to be spending money.
And that's only federal taxes they take out. They
Right.
don't take out state taxes.
Nope.
So you gotta put that money to the side.
Yep.
So at the end of the year, when it's time to file,
You gotta. You paying that, and they know.
that's why a lot of people don't realize. They be like, "Oh, I thought you took it out." Like people win the lottery. I thought you took it out. Federal only. Federal only. You responsible for your state taxes.
Yep. That's why I'm straight in Florida. I'm paying the lottery in Florida. No state taxes.
Florida, Texas, Alabama.
For some reason, my channel like when I do that. For real. I don't know
like
what it is. It trigger when I do like this. It's like it triggers people to come in. I don't know what that is. For real. Oh man. But yeah. A girl asked me the other day, if you had $1 million, what would you do? I said, I know exactly what I do. You gotta give me a higher amount than that if you want me to fantasize. Like, you know what I'm doing with $1 million? I said, I'll take $250,000, put that in a Roth IRA. That way it don't get taxed and it's getting at least 6 or 7% every year. And that could be my retirement right there. I'm 29. Compound interest on 6-7% every year till I'm like 65 on $250,000. That's gonna be like $3 million.
It'll be good.
Right. And that's just off of one. That's not even me putting no more money into it for real. I said, then the other 750,000. I said I might as well go ahead and go pay taxes on that because I'm going to start wanting to invest that money and spend that money. I'm like, with that, it's only going to be one house getting bought, and that's my mother's house for real. I said I ain't even gonna buy my house off of that. So once I pay the taxes, let's say I'm down to 650. All right, boom, down to 650. Buy my mother a house for two or 150 or two. Boom, that's out the way. Mother straight forever. Don't got to worry about that no more. One less stress.
Yep, she
right?
gotta worry
Boom.
about not having a roof over
Not
her
have
head.
exactly. Boom. Then I got what? 450. I got 450 left. I take the 450. I take 150 to go invest, and 450. I mean, other 300 sit to the side. That's for. I'm not changing my style of living because it ain't time to change my style of living yet. Because I'm like, dang, once I make $1 million, I want 100 now. I don't want just one now. You know, like
And that's how people get caught up. Once they get one lump sum, they get all caught up into it, and then they start buying all this crazy stuff. Next thing you know, the money gone. They're sitting there like, well, what happened? And then all your friends that was around you when you had money, now they disappear, and you're broke right by
it's
yourself.
just you and your pet tiger.
And we, turn that joker back in.
Like, yo, I had to pawn on my tiger, yo.
He gonna bite you soon.
How much you pay for the 90,000? What the for a pet? He gonna die just like you one day.
Yeah.
He might be the person that killed you. He might be the thing that killed you.
Don't give him that steak. Go ahead and see what happens.
All he knows is flesh. When you come in the building, make sure you hit that like button, man. Yeah, I'm so proud. It took me 1.5 years to get this monetization. Year and a half. I started this in December 2018, and now it's 2020 and April.
And so from that time to now, you've got 3,800 and something likes.
Yes.
Okay.
No, not likes. Watch hours.
Oh,
like
so-
an hour. 300. 3,800.
Got you.
Watch
you,
hours,
you.
yeah.
Okay, got you. So that means when you be posting stuff, people watching it.
Yeah.
Okay. So if people, the longer people watch it, the whole thing you post,
The better it
Ah.
is. Yep. That's what it goes off of. So the algorithm works.
got you.
That's how the algorithm works. When the more people
taught
that
me
like,
something.
watch, share, that all goes to YouTube. And there's different sections. There, put your stuff under suggested and notifications for other people for real. And for subscribers, you can put your notifications up or you know. But as far as suggested videos, so don't you know how, like, let's say you go to a Keith Sweat song, right? Boom, right underneath of it, it's a whole bunch of other Keith Sweat songs, right? That's called suggested videos.
Okay.
That's something that's just like.
I know what you're saying. Like when I be on YouTube and I put in something, you know, I'm always looking at like John Gray and all that kind of stuff, my pastor, and then next thing you know, all kinds of other stuff start popping up similar to that or other things that I've looked
That you
up.
watched before,
right.
exactly.
Because then the next thing you know, stuff about the Real Housewives of Atlanta pop
Right.
up because that means I've looked at those videos before.
Right.
So guess what? I've been jipping you out your hours because I be seeing you sending me stuff all the time. Be like, okay, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'll never look at them hours.
Sometimes you might not want to
So
listen.
you probably, so you probably would have a whole lot more hours, but okay.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Okay.
And it gets pushed more when people share it,
So
like
every
they share it
time,
on
like
Facebook.
on my phone now, I think tonight I got like 1 or 2 things that say Cassius King posted something.
Yeah.
So if I look at it, then that's going to help get you some hours.
So if you look at it,
but then I gotta like it.
you gotta like it. But if you just look at it, that's just a view.
Okay.
Now the watch hours come from you watching it for minutes. So let's say I posted. This is at 24 minutes right now. Right?
Okay.
We're gonna go for about an hour and a half, as long as we down here, whatever. Right.
Okay.
Let's say you watch the whole hour and a half. Right. That means that hour and a half goes towards the 4,000 I need.
Okay.
Now, if you just view it, that's only 1 minute. You know, you only watch it for 1 minute. It's only 1 minute for real. But if you watch it for an hour, it goes, for an
Makes
hour.
sense. Okay. Let you know, I don't know nothing about this kind of stuff.
And it's just, it's another way of mass communication. That's all it is, because everywhere except China can get YouTube.
Good. Okay.
Everywhere except China. I got people on my page that Canada, West Coast. A lot of people from I love the West Coast. Hey, the McCrazies, what's going on? I ain't see y'all in a while, man. I got people from I got a lot of people from the West Coast and a lot of people from Florida.
So,
Hot places. I think ain't nothing sitting here politicking with my aunt. It's
so
I'm finally about to get monetized. What you about to say?
what made you start all of this? Like, what came to you and say, you know what, I'm gonna start my own YouTube page and see where it take me, where it go, or what inspired you? Why did you say this is what I want to do?
Well,
Because nothing like this would ever came in my mind for me to do. But at the same time, my mindset is different,
right.
And I'm not into all the social media and all that kind of stuff. So what made you say, you know what, I'm gonna do this and see what happens?
Well, one of the things was my friends before I just had the straight YouTube channel, I was like, yo, I gotta do something that's like a podcast because we got too much to talk about. I was like, we've been through too much stuff and like nobody can get in trouble for the stuff and all that. Oh, thank y'all. Hold up, this for y'all right here. That's all the money right there. Anyway, so I was like, we gotta start a podcast. And I was like, I gotta get somebody who's like me and not like me at the same time. I said, my brother, the perfect person. Put him on there. He's raw. He's gonna say a lot of stuff. It's been times. This when I had the cameras and all that set up for real. It's been times I had to do it.
Older little brother.
No. This is my homeboy. I call him brother.
Okay.
He only 2 years younger than me.
Okay.
It's been times I had to do a deep editing. Let's just say that.
Okay.
And it comes out wild, but it ain't all the stuff. And then that was only the first couple episodes. After that, I just got them to understand like, yo, we not talking to each other. You gotta realize once we put it up there, it's for everybody to see for real. We could talk about certain people, we just can't mention like we
can talk about the scenario,
saying their names,
right.
and yeah, we can say the scenario. If they catch on because we talk about it anyway. But we ain't gonna say their name to disrespect him. He understood that we got past that. Once we got past that, it was flawless.
Oh, okay.
People was hitting us up. They wanted. And I told you we went through that situation. So boom, a year passed. We ain't do it. So I said, I watched people all the time just record other people content and put it up. So I'm like, I'm gonna try that. Why not? I'm in here. I'm bored. I wasn't doing nothing for real. Got into it for real. I'm telling my little brothers. I'm like, yo, this Michael Devontae, my little brother. I'm like, yo, I'm telling you about to start a YouTube channel. About to do this. It's like, I mean, all right, whatever. I'm like, I hate teenagers. Like, no excitement.
They ain't pumped up. They're like, okay, if you do it, you do it.
I said, all right, whatever. So I'm doing it. Now I'm starting to build some traction.
Okay.
Starting to build a little traction. I'm like, oh, people. The good thing about me is the people that like me, they like me. So they gonna do, right. People that don't like me, they don't like me. So,
but I think that's everybody.
But
so
yeah,
not just
so
you, that's everybody.
they going. If I'm like, yo, do this for me, they gonna do it.
Okay.
Everybody do it. I'm running down people in the street. Oh, what's up? Say how you been? Yeah, what's up? Yo. I ain't gonna lie. Subscribe to my channel real quick. Subscribe. So then I found out about Facebook, YouTube pages, right? So they got these groups on there where all the people that got YouTube channel. That's where I met the crazies at too. Shout out to y'all. That's some of the people that I met in one of these groups. Yeah. And so I just joined a bunch of the groups and was doing a whole bunch of subbing and checking other people's pages out. People checking my pages out. I was getting engagements. They going, up and down on the comments and all that good stuff. And yeah, no problem. And so it was just something that was like, I gotta start studying this more. Instead of me just guessing what to do, let me look at some people that already did it and follow their model. Right? So I started following YouTube channels on YouTube of people talking about how did they reach this point, what did they do for real. And some of the things would work for me and then some of the things wouldn't.
Okay. So is yours just based off like life experience, or what is yours based off of?
Mine is all over the place.
Okay, so that's because you know
So
how, like some people, they every day
they
you
have a
see
niche.
people, right,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, they just talk about what happened in their life today. But if
Hmm.
you're a millionaire, that's interesting to people in the normal world. We're like, oh, well, what happened in
You're
your
like,
life
oh
today?
my
But what did
God,
you
you had
do?
this.
You know? So that's what I'm like, well, what
Um,
do you, because you know how you see, like, once again, you know, I love my Real House of Atlanta. So
mm.
when you see them and they always on it every day, you know,
And
everybody,
they
all of
go
them got
right.
their
All of them got
own
their own
thing.
stuff, right? And they be like,
And
girl,
you be
and this
sucked in,
happened,
and
that happened.
they ain't said nothing, but you glued to
But you
that
believe that?
daggone thing. Like, okay, well, what's going on? They ain't saying nothing really. They just talking like us. But for some reason, it's fascinating to know, well, what are these millionaires doing with their life?
Right.
Why their life so
And
different
that's
than my
the.
life?
But see, listen, you said that about millionaires, but that's the same exact thing as the prisoners that you watch on the thing.
Oh
Because look,
yes.
a bunch of ex inmates have prison channels, and that's all that they talk about, the stuff that they went through in jail.
True.
Right. So a big, very, very, very big influence all the way up until right even now for real, is my uncle. My uncle, I found out that he was doing it probably like February or March of last year.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, and by the time I found out, he got 8,000 subscribers at
Oh,
this time.
okay.
Right now, he almost at 9,000. And he record everything professional. He got stuff with KRS-One and interviews. And I'm like, hey, buddy. You know, like, what's,
You
you
know
know,
me?
hey, your nephew, you know, but he was in Chicago. So,
Okay.
you know, he ain't know.
Now he moved back to Baltimore permanently.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
No,
okay.
he just,
Came
and
to
then
visit.
he come to
Okay.
visit.
Okay.
So the good thing is he wanted to get to, know me as an adult.
True. Okay.
Last time he seen me, I was a child. So he was like, yeah, let's hang out. Let's talk. And it wasn't like no, how he say, he's like, if I ain't want to come meet you, I wouldn't come
Yeah,
meet
you
you.
got that.
He like, we got to, get to know, once we get to know each other, got to know each other,
Mm-hmm.
got to understand each other, liked each other, cool. We could do this, and it's going to be natural.
Right.
Instead of us just being
Making it
like,
feel
come on,
like
let's,
you nervous, you don't know
like,
what to
yeah,
say.
I
Oh,
don't know,
can I say that? Or
yeah,
can't
right,
I
yeah,
say
no,
this? Or yeah. Don't want to be
and
offensive.
I'm
Yeah.
very, I'm blunt but mild mannered around y'all
Yeah,
anyway.
you are.
So
That's why I
I'm
was like,
going
I would probably never see the other side of you.
right,
Yeah.
exactly, because it just ain't it certain things for certain. I was raised that way, and that's something that you learn if you ever read the book Machiavelli. That's something that you learn as well for real. Other people, the people you love should never know anything
Yeah.
bad about you. Your neighbor
That's
should
good.
never know anything bad about you because all they see you doing is cutting the grass.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Right?
They always see
So
the good stuff. Mm-hmm.
he did these interviews for me, and for my channel at that time, 400 views
That was a lot.
was a lot.
Okay.
Is a lot. So I was like, Dad. And it was professionally shot and all this. And he was like, look, when I come back down here, we're gonna do some more. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm like, Dad, all right, now I gotta follow this up with something.
Yeah.
You can't go live on YouTube until you get 1,000 subscribers. So I couldn't go live yet.
Okay.
Right? But it's an app that you can go live through that's kind of like shaky a little bit. It's kind of messed up. This is going clear straight through to YouTube.
Okay.
That's going through a third party, then, going
else,
through YouTube, yeah. So, like, 3 people getting paid, and you ain't. So, so anyway, I think prior to that, I started doing financial videos, and, because my homeboys are like, yo, you need to tell these young people how to get money. Because when I'm in a room and we discussing stuff, and people just be looking at me like, "How you think like that? Like, why you think like that? Just different type of ways." Machiavelli. Let me see. Did you spell it right? Yeah, you spelled it right. And the audio book is actually on YouTube too. So go check that out too. Yeah. So they're like, "Yo, you need to do something for real." So I'm like, "All right, I'll do that." I'm gonna be honest. I did that 75% for other people. Right? I only did that a quarter for me, for myself. When I did it, That's what eventually made my channel.
Okay.
That's what people was watching. 5 ways how and engaging on. So even if I only got 300 views on the video, if I got 300 views on the video, I have 60 comments.
Okay.
Like, so people engaging, talking to other people on my channel and all that. People going to go follow me on Instagram through off that channel for real, contacting me in my email and all that type of stuff. And that's what it's really about, the engagement.
So are you gonna ever solidify your page, or you just want to keep it everywhere so that way it can be more interesting, or you just want to be like, you know what, this is what I know right here.
The most lucrative way to make money off of YouTube is to have a niche, and the most lucrative one is to talk about either YouTube or to talk about finance, right? But I want people to know every side of me.
Okay.
So I want to build a community. So once you build a community, it's like being an underground rapper, right? If you got 200 people in every town in 50 states in America, you ain't got to sell out no big crowds, right? You know why? Because you know for a fact, you go to DC, you got 200 people. You go to Baltimore, you go to Virginia, you go to Seattle, you go here, you got 200 people. That means 200 people buying tickets, right? That means 100 people buying merchandise. That means, right. So you got and then you pressing up your merchandise yourself. Because you independent. Ain't nobody giving you no money. You're going to end up at the end of the year with the millions in your pocket. Because you putting up your own money. And if you putting up your own money like that, most likely you know that you got to pay taxes. You paying the taxes on it and all that and getting everything right. And then you teaching somebody else how to do it too. Your little man's that's trying to rap and all that, he watching you.
Right.
Because he seeing somebody that came from exactly where he came from and that's doing something different. And that's a big thing too. I like to explain it because I went from preaching to explaining it.
Right.
Because nobody want to hear nobody preach.
Nobody want to hear nobody preach. Right. Remember, like we was talking about in the kitchen when I was like, then that is still hope. When you give somebody hope in doing something, then they want to do it. It's like, okay, something lit up in me. Now I have that little drive, motivation. Now I want to do it because somebody gave me something to hold on to. I got something to look forward to.
Right.
And it's from somebody who actually has done something themselves.
Mm-hmm. That makes it 10 times better.
Right. Not from somebody who you haven't seen have any kind of or make any accomplishments in their life. Because, sometimes people, like to talk about the old days. They 70, but they want to talk about when I was 20.
Oh, it's 1964?
Yeah.
That 60 Cadillacs?
Yeah, right.
Cadillacs?
They want to talk about stuff and you be like, yep, don't know about it. Let's talk about something relevant, so...
They said hello. They said auntie hello.
Oh, hi.
That's the crazies.
Hey, the crazies.
Oh no.
I'm saying hi to the wrong people.
No, it is the Mick crazies. No, but I think sometimes you gotta see the and I'm gonna tell you this story right now. I was thinking about it the other day. But I didn't tell you that day for some reason. And this is the perfect time because we're on live for me to tell you. So I'm going to tell you why I'm proud of you.
Oh, gosh. All right.
Right? In order for a tree to grow, you have to have a what?
Seed.
You planted a seed in 92.
Okay.
That got you your tree.
Okay.
28 years later, all the stuff that you were looking for back then, you can complain every day now. I know you're not angry, right? And you deserved it and worked for it. No shortcuts, nothing. You married, you in a place of your dream. Your daughter good. She got a good mind on her head. Good head on her shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Doing good with or without you, but with you is better. She likes to be with you. Mm-hmm. The family loves you. Everything that you can imagine. See, sometimes we get taken away from that because we live in good for a while.
Right.
It's like it's normal.
Yeah.
Right? from time to time, I want you to go back to when that seed was dropped. You know what? I'm going to do this. And you know, sometimes when I talk to you and you talk about that day that you left, I see that spark in your eye every time. You know what that is? That's ambition. I remember having to leave everything that I know.
I remember that day.
I know I'll be good at this. I know this, but I'm about to go to uncharted territory. I don't know what's there. But what happens when you plant the right seed and you stick to it? It pays off.
Yeah.
It pays off. And you're gonna have to go through a whole bunch of stuff in life.
Oh, yes.
But guess what? You'd had to go through a whole bunch of stuff in life back then.
Anyway.
So you know,
that's
one
why I
way
tell
or
people, no, one way or another, you got to go through things in life. You might as well go through it doing the things you want to do. So,
yeah.
Hey, everybody, it's not for everybody, but for the people that can handle it, go for it.
In our circumstances, you can be ducking bullets either way.
Yeah. And the sad part, remember where Grant, of course, where Grant was living in Claremont. Remember when the last house they lived in?
Yeah.
And you know how you hear shooting and stuff, and you just stop and pause and be like, oh, okay.
Okay, that's down there. That's not normal.
Look, wait, no, but we say it,
It is
and we
normal.
laugh about it, but then it's like, that is not normal behavior. But for us, it's okay. It's survival. We know we don't have to run.
Right.
We know it ain't close enough where we need to run.
Right.
We could still stroll and go on about our business, because that was probably up on the Sinclair Lane area.
Right.
We back over here, over Urban Avenue part. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
And the messed up thing is neighborhoods like that, right next to each other, they've been beefing with each other so long, they don't even care. They're like, okay, something happened to them. That's happening to them.
Yep, not my problem.
I ain't got to go over there. They don't even want me over there anyway.
You got one street
I can't go to their
divide
store.
Yeah.
I got to go to our store.
Yeah, you got one street to divide the neighborhoods, and it's like
and
two different worlds.
And that's what they were saying about people getting away. Like how you were saying earlier about people just saying, just get up and go.
Oh, yeah. It's not easy.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Why don't you leave here? Why don't you leave there?
What's taking you so long?
This is literally their safe zone. Plus, on top of that, you got gangs, you got neighborhoods, right? You got gangs and neighborhoods. Growing up, gangs and neighborhoods prevent you from going to different stores, different malls, different gas stations, talking to different girls and your boys, all that type of stuff, right? If I go talk to a girl in the opposite person neighborhood, I probably got enough rank for her to come over to my side. But if I go over there, it's all bets off. I can die.
Right.
I can die going to the store over there. Right? So put that in the back of your mind, right? Now somebody tell you, yo, come to New York with me. What? They gonna try to kill me.
Right.
If they trying to kill me up the street,
I ain't going that far.
what you think they gonna do somewhere else?
It's like I'm leaving my safety net.
Exactly.
This is my safe. This is what I know. I'm not
Like
leaving this.
you know how safe these 4x4 blocks is? 4 blocks up, 4 blocks down, 4 blocks over, 4 blocks over.
And I know everybody.
Everybody in this square.
Yeah.
I know their mothers. Their mothers raised me. My mother raised them.
Yeah.
I know their cousins. I know the people that's coming in before they come in.
But do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
Both.
Good as far as what?
It's only good when you living righteous in your community.
Okay. I can see that.
Right? When you could be doing your own little dirt, but when you taking care of the people that's around, you helping them with the groceries, you making sure that their children getting to school safe and all that type of good stuff for real, it could be good. Now it could be bad in the sense of your mentality. Because anywhere you go, it's been times I've been beefing with people and I'm like, I can't go to the store. I can't go to the store with you because they might not spare me because I'm with my mother.
Yeah.
I got friends that beat people up that was with their mother.
Right.
So I'm looking at them like, that can't be me, because then I'm just gonna be in jail after that for real. And then the cycle continues. I'm just a person in the cycle. The cycle continues. Then my friends be in jail too for real, because they like, yo, they did something to you while you was with your mother. Oh no,
Right.
now it's just on.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Just keep on,
it's just
keep
whatever.
on,
Boom,
yeah.
boom, boom. And we only one generation. We all did. Then what? Next generation do the same thing, and they don't even know why they beefing with them.
No, they just know we don't like. We
They
don't
just
like
know.
'em. Why
But
you don't like them?
my older homeboys, they was beefing with them, so I don't grow. You in daycare, beefing. not liking them for real. So I mean, it's good and bad anyway, but good and bad always is levels.
It's levels to
It's
everything.
levels.
Only reason I say that because a lot of times when you're sitting around talking to people from different walks of life, especially, and remember we was talking about, was it today earlier or yesterday? I don't know. We was talking about this conversation where, I was raised in the city, my husband was raised in the country. So we have a lot of conversations that are like total opposite. We don't agree on anything. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? And so I say this to say, it's easier said than done to tell somebody, I want you to do better in an environment where nobody is showing them how to be better.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so you stay in your little 4x4 because that's your comfort zone. Here I come, I'm all full of ambition, motivation, everything. I got the recipe to success.
They're telling
And
you no.
Right. Like, go
They
ahead,
hold you
lady.
back.
Go on somewhere with that stuff. That might work where you from, but that's not going to work where I'm from. How can I get that
Right.
mindset to change? You know what I'm saying? You got to try to get in, what you call it, infiltrate, the little community to get in there, to get at least one person to listen to you, to get that one person out and get them successful so that way the rest of the people can see them. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And start wanting to try to follow. But once again, what do they have to want? They have to have an interest in wanting to do
Yeah,
it.
you got
to have an interest. How hard I've been trying to fight for my aunt to come stay with me. How long? I don't know. I can't even think about it forever.
I would say that I know of at least 5
At least
years.
for the last 5 years. Since I got out and retired, right? At least. She don't want what I want.
Right. She might, but she don't know what comes with it. And what that is the I'm sorry to say it like black people.
Yeah.
Like the fear. It starts way before any other thing happens to you. You're born black, right? You're born here. Your mother does this. Mm-hmm. She take care of you this way. This is what you know. You better do this. Exactly. Being afraid of the unknown.
There you go. Yeah.
Being afraid of the unknown. So, in her case, she like, I've been doing this my whole life, which everybody's been doing it their whole life. But you gotta have, if you have a different mindset, you gotta have a different mindset to even want to, because we got people that are doing good or do have a good mindset, and they still won't come down here.
True. That's true.
Right?
Right.
We know that for a fact,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's not because they're not a good person. It's not because they don't think they can find something. It's just the fact that something is new and they can't get past. It's no way in the world that I can do better somewhere else to them in their mind. Because, like, if I'm not doing good here, what makes you think I'm going to do good somewhere else? And I'm the total opposite.
True.
I'm like, look, if this being stagnant up here, I'm going to go somewhere else and take over.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If I can't take over there, I'm going to go do something else for real. I'm going to go. But see, I changed my mindset. My homeboys used to always say this because I was the one that I was there. Like, I can't do nothing. Look. They used to laugh because they was like, I started teaching them about restaurants and all these different type of places, even in the city, right? Towards like 2015, 2016. But back in the day, I used to get crab cakes from the mall and stuff like that. And they used to laugh at me. Mm-hmm. They used to be like, yo, he was like, yo, said, you elegant now for real. You used to, I was like, I remember you used to get the crab cake from that was trash for real. Like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, right, exactly. And then, they like, yo, you should show me a bunch of different stuff for real, you feel me? And I remember one pivotal moment in my life that really made me want to have an identification for myself. My friend was going around the room and saying with stuff that everybody was good at for real, and this is like 2010, 2011. And he was saying stuff about everybody. Then he got to me. He was like, I don't know, said you good at finessing people for real. Like, I was like, dang, that's all I'm good at for. But everybody else's stuff was like good, like
Quality.
You good at like you smart at like man, you real good at this, real, you good at history, you good at this, you good at that. And he was like, he's like you good at finessing. I was like, dang, that's what, and that triggered my mind to be like, yo, I gotta do more for myself.
Right. You don't want to be known.
I don't want to know. Yeah, I don't want to be known for being trickery, manipulation. Exactly.
Manipulation. That's all
that
he's saying.
is. Right?
That's
Exactly.
a good way of
Basically.
saying it.
Right. Yeah. So I was like, I gotta think of a way to, reinvent myself. And then plus I was only 20. So like at the same, but we all the same age, and they all got identifications at that time for real. So I'm like, man, I gotta think of a different way. And it took me at least 5 to 6 years to even convince anybody that I changed.
Okay, still thinking. Oh yeah, he's still
and
the
they
same person.
and they was still hanging around me every day and watching me change. But it only takes until they really see it and feel it. That's when you feel me. Because
you think now that you left Baltimore, they see, okay, yeah, Said really trying to change.
No,
no,
before.
No,
I'm
before
saying
that, they seen it before that. Okay.
Yeah, before. When I say 5 years, I mean like 2015, 2016
Okay.
for real. Is when they started realizing for real. But I started changing like 2013, 2014.
Okay.
I was still kind of doing the same stuff, but I was doing it a lot differently.
Right.
And in moderation. So, just doing that and becoming, I've always been independent, but becoming an independent thinker is different than being independent.
Yeah.
Right?
You can do it all on your own. You
So-
don't need to have nobody's
Opinions are nothing, right? I like this. I want to do this because of this, and that's what I want to do.
You didn't need anybody validation,
Right.
on what you was doing. You was like, you was sure in your mind, this is what I want, this is where I want to go, and this is how I want to get there.
Exactly. And I believe, me personally, in liking people for different things. I might like the way somebody did this. I might like the way somebody did that. And I'm not opposing any. I love other people's opinion. I'm not a person that's going to, we not. The only way you're going to get an argument out of me is if we did drunk and I just don't have, and it's just not nothing. Like, that's nothing. Because I don't argue about it. Because unless you're feeding me real information, it's redundant. It don't really make sense unless you feed me real information. Now, if you feed me real information, I'm gonna look at it, and I'm very particular of what I comprehend and I hold. So when I hear something that I like and I know, I take it and I hold it. And you might not hear me talk about it for 2 weeks, and I'm like, yeah, you remember when this? I went and I wrote it down, and I went and looked it up, and I'm like, all right, look. Since we are going through this, maybe we can do. I was talking to my friend earlier today and a couple days ago, and he was telling me, how yes, because different people have different things to bring to the table. I don't mind constructive criticism, but don't talk down on me. Exactly. We can discuss anything. We're adults. We should be able to discuss anything.
My thing, respect my position
Right.
as well as I'm going to respect yours. A lot of people feel that if you're not doing what I'm doing, or if you
You're
don't
wrong.
look like me, yeah, there's a problem. That's not a problem. We're two different people. We want two different, it's like we just got finished saying, we want two different things out of life.
Right.
My aunt wants something different out of life that I want for her. I want her to come down here, let me fix her up and everything,
Right.
get her a job, get her own place and all that. See, I'm thinking way out there.
Right.
No, she's just thinking, if I come down there,
I'm going to the store.
What corner store I'm gonna go to? Who I'm gonna play cards
You
with?
can open the corner. I told you $650 for one. You can open the. Come down here with $2,000. You got 4
You know what I'm
months
saying?
of
It's
rent.
like you worrying about things that to me that don't even trigger my mind.
Yeah.
A store, go up that. Trust me, you walk up that hill to get to that store, you'll never say that again. What store you gonna go
You
to?
be like, you know what? We gonna go to the store once.
No, tell me when you going to Walmart because I'm coming with you.
Right, exactly. Like, you know what? That's no. Oh, you said E&J. No, E&J don't sound bad right now. I just take a sip by sip by sip. No, but he was telling me like talking to me about the difference. It's been in this 3 months since I've been gone for real, and I'm like I totally understand what you're saying because a lot of the times I was the person in the middle of everything, or the person that would come to each side and discuss all that. I'm the person. I call everybody. I make sure everybody good for real. Everybody families and all that type of good stuff for real.
Man.
So I understand it, and the thing is, and what men ain't gonna say, right, is yo, I miss you.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Right? Like But we have conversations that you don't have to say those words.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
I know what you mean. You're my brother. I know what you mean for real. I know exactly what you mean. I'm like, yo, I miss y'all too. I say that. I'm like, I miss y'all too. I want to come. I want to come. I'm like, but what's going to happen is I'm going to create something so good that we just putting our feet. We just putting our feet in the ground. All these places, we just gonna put our feet in the ground. I'm gonna meet good people here. After about a year and a half, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna probably go to Florida, meet good people there, keep the relationships, keep all the good. I'm good at that for real. Right. If I go to Baltimore, I don't gotta pay for food. I don't gotta pay to stay nowhere for real if I don't want to. Right. And that's not because of my family. That's not because of my last name. That's because of me. Patronizing these stores, building these relationships, doing jobs for these people, doing all this type of stuff for real. And, being around other business owners, they know when you good or when you scamming.
Oh, yeah. They can smell it.
Because, and a lot of people are coming there, a lot of people that's the business owners that I know for real, they older. So they been, they own restaurants and bars and construction companies and all that. They can tell when you BSing. Yes, networking. Networking is the biggest. Your network is your net worth. Don't never forget that for real. Because the moment that you run out of money, if you can't reach out to nobody, then you will never be good.
You ever read the book From Good to Great?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I'm gonna get it. It's in that closet right there.
Yeah, write that down. I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, which is one of my favorite books. That's one of the books that really changed my mindset.
It just came to my mind because it's like a lot of things you're doing, you're good at it, but now you need to get great at it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're good at some of the things you do, but being great is a whole
different level.
It's taking you to a whole nother level, of awesomeness. That's what I call it. Awesomeness. So it's being from good to great. How you go from good to great? Because a lot of people like, especially me, that's my favorite word. But I'm good. Nope. I don't need to be good. I need to be great. I don't need to be good.
That's the next. That's the upper level. Yeah, and Rich Dad Poor. If y'all ain't read Rich Dad Poor Dad, that I would say would be the From Good to Great, Machiavelli. You name another one. I'm making a list. Rich Dad Poor Dad and Think and Grow Rich. They both by Napoleon Hill. Great author, great businessman. Robert Kiyosaki is actually who made Rich Dad Poor Dad. And that's probably, I think that is the most selling business book in the world. Like ever. He made it in like 1996. He only sold like 1,000 copies in the first 2 years. He went on Oprah in 99.
That's all he had to do. So on Oprah, that's all I need to do.
And they've been flooding them since. But Rich Dad Poor Dad is about mindset. He had a rich dad and he had a poor dad. Right? His poor dad, had a master's degree and was a teacher and all this stuff, but he was working hour by hour for his money. His rich dad had a small corner store, but he was making all the money on his own, right? He saved up the money. He put his children through college. He made other investments. This is it. Oh, Dad. This is the one that I'm going to be reading right here. Oh, we are our in, y'all. From Good to Great by Jim Collins. Yep. I feel like this feels right in my hand. I feel like this should have been here.
Another one good too is Who Moved My Cheese? Cheese about change.
It's about change? Yeah, you can bring that too, for real.
I mean, they in here.
Oh,
I'm
it's,
just saying,
oh, okay.
these are just good books to get you to a whole nother.
But yeah, the rich dad. Oh, I mean, wait. The rich dad. He owned the corner store. He put his children through school, through the corner store and all that. But he saved up his money to make other investments. And he explained why he was rich. He said, "I'm rich. Your dad has more knowledge and stuff than me, but he's working per hour. He's getting paid per hour. You feel me? So it's an amazing book to read. I'm obviously blabbering because I'm drunk right now. In celebration of my monetization that's going to be coming soon. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Anytime. Make sure y'all share this. I'm trying to get this to at least 1,000 views. Yeah, I think 1,000 views would be good. I'm on 15%, so I'm going to go ahead and log off. I'm going to say bye, salute, holla at me. And yeah, I'm going to wait for y'all to say goodbye back, then I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. That's a fresh book too.
I got so many books in there. That's why I told you I got a lot of books. Remember I said I have a lot of leadership books and stuff? I used to just read a lot back in the day. And then I bought all these books to, I figured, in my retirement, I'm going to be doing this. I got all kinds of books back there.
All right, y'all.